Hello everyone, and welcome to this tutorial on grading a Google Forms test. As always, this is Aaron. So in previous videos, what we've looked at is actually creating the basic items in a Google Forms test, such as multiple choice questions that I originally recommended. We've also gone over assigning the Google Forms test on Edmodo. And so today I'm actually going to show you how to set up an answer key for your tests, and then actually go through and install the script called Flubaroo to grade these tests. Then I will also show you at the end an option where you can email the students their grade once you get everything completed. So what you need to do is you need to go into your Google Drive, and you'll see that the test that I've been working on is the Great Depression test for U.S. Studies. So you should have two options at this point. You should have the test itself, the Great Depression test. Then you should also have an option for the responses. The responses, I'll show you that real quick. That's not really much to see right now. But once the students have taken the test, you will see this entire spreadsheet just light up with information. So the key to this is that you need to create, what I would recommend is you need to create the answer key first. You can do it later if you want. So if you want to create the answer key after the students have started taking the test, that's fine. But it might get a little bit more confusing because your answer key is not going to be the first response that you get. If you do it ahead of time, the answer key will always be first, even though we're going to clearly call it an answer key in there. And I'll show you how that works. So anyhow, but that's not the one we need right now. We need to X out of that, and we need to go to this other one here that actually says Great Depression test. So we'll click on it, and you'll recognize that this is the form that I originally showed you, a little bit different. We have two sections to this test. We have a matching section and then a multiple choice section. The matching section, this is the best way that I've found to show a matching section. This is called a grid question, where I have the key terms set on the top, on the x-axis, and then the definitions set on the y-axis. So what I will actually do to actually create the answer key, to start doing that, you need to come up here to where it says view live form. So you do that, and then it actually opens up the test. So what you need to do at this point is go through and take the test just as if you were one of the students, but you need to put in all the correct answers. For the name, I'd actually recommend putting in answer key. The class period, there is an option for that for our students, just to make sure that we know who's who and where they're at, so that way we can put the grades in. But it doesn't matter which one you choose here. It is a required question, so you just need to pick one. And I'll show you how to not make that a part of the graded test. So if you'll excuse me for a minute, I'll go through and answer this matching section really quick, and then I'll show you what the multiple choice section looks like. So let's see, legislation, strengthen labor unions, Wagner Act, financial support, Social Security, New Deal, and Public Works. Okay, you'll see the progress bar here at the bottom. So since there's two pages to this, as soon as they're done with this page, then it'll go on to the next one. It should say 100%. So here's all of our multiple choice. Again, at this point, just go through, take the test, just as if you were one of the students. And then I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me answer the rest of these multiple choice questions. So I'm going to go through and answer all those, and then I will be right back once I get the students' responses and have the key made up. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so through the wonderful magic of technology, my students have now taken the test, and here's what the spreadsheet looks like now. As promised, this is all the information that was collected off of that one test. Lots and lots of stuff. Now, instead of sitting at your desk and grading these things for a couple of hours, or sitting at home in front of the TV, taking precious time away from watching a good baseball game, or American Idol, whatever it is you choose to do, we can let Google and Flubaroo grade this thing for you. So, here's what we could do. I had a little bit of problems recording last time, so I'll just show you how to do this again. We go to Insert to grade this thing, and go to Script, and from here we will actually search for Flubaroo, and click on Search, And here it is. So we will click install right here. And if you want more information on this, you can actually go to www.flubaroo.com to get some more info. And basically, this will come up. It'll ask you, it'll ask for authorization to install Flubaroo on this document. You'll click continue, and you'll click accept on the next screen as well. You'll have to install Flubaroo for each test that you want to grade. So, but like I said, it says it's now installed. It's a very, very fast, quick install, so no big deal. So you will click close right here, and now you will see Flubaroo at the top of your screen. So you will click that, and you will click on grade assignment. So once you click on that, it'll say up here that it is running the script, and it says this app needs authorization to run. So we'll click OK. One more time. Don't know why I did that since we already did it once, but whatever. No big deal. And from there, interesting. So we'll replace my grades, so that's fine. So here's what will come up. Flubaroo grading step 1. We'll leave the name as a student identifier. We'll leave the class period as a student identifier. Here's where you can change things up a little bit. You can make each question worth a different amount of points if you wish. Or if you want, you can make another question that identifies the student. Or if you want to skip grading on an item altogether, you can do that too. This is most helpful for when you are having the students type out the responses to like an essay question or short answer questions. So that way you can go back in and actually tell Google whether they got the full points or not. So I'm just going to leave all these as is because we actually had our students just write out their essays separate. So we'll click continue. And from there, the next step, it's going to ask me to identify an answer key. So you'll remember before, I actually named my answer key, answer key. So whenever this comes up to grading step 2, which it is now, here's my answer key. So I will click on select and continue. From there, Flubaroo will work its magic, and you'll see it will take all of that information and compare it with your answer key. And here in just a second, whenever Flubaroo finishes, you will have results. Now, the other cool thing that I'll show you is that you can actually email the results out to the students, which is pretty cool. So you'll say that the grading has been completed, so we'll go to View Grades. And it will give you a summary. It'll say 40 points possible. The average grade was a little bit over a 30. And it counted 38 submissions, so you can check that just to make sure that everybody did actually submit a test. And we had 7 questions that were scored kind of low, so that might be something that we go back and kind of reiterate with our students. I've kind of blurred out the students' names right here, but you can see it'll say their time that they submitted it, their total points that they got, and the percent that they got on the test. And you can go through and check all of these if you so desire. Yeah, pretty cool and really pretty darn easy on how it does that. So, my phone went off. Interesting. So, like I said, from here you can email the grades out to the students if you wish. You can view reports on the students. You can even regrade the assignment if you want. So pretty cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. So as usual, thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you the next time.